The market that I have chosen to write about is the craft brewing industry in the state of North Carolina. I chose this market for a few reasons. Number one, I'm a home brewer, so I appreciate the art of the craft brewing industry. Reason number two, I like to support the local economy, and by buying beer from breweries within the state, I am helping to keep the money local. Thirdly, I know several brewers who own their own breweries, and they often contribute to the local economy in other ways and participate in the community events, and I want to support the communities that support and sustain themselves. The state of North Carolina currently produces 1.2 million barrels of beer per year, which equates to about $280 million in sales. With 257 craft breweries and growing in the state, North Carolina represents about 4% of the craft brewing industry in the United States. The craft brewing industry is a growing one, and North Carolina is always adding more breweries. As of 2017, North Carolina ranked 8th in the U.S. for the number of craft breweries and 7th in the United States in number of barrels produced. In the United States, the beer industry as a whole accounts for over $100 billion in annual sales, with the craft brewing industry accounting for $14.3 billion of that. Craft brewing across the United States is a large and growing industry, with the larger commercial breweries wanting to retain their market share and craft breweries trying to increase their sales. It's an ever-challenging endeavor to find a way for both sides to continue to push the industry forward. In the state of North Carolina, consumers have so many options to choose from, with there being 256 different craft breweries in the state, as well as other commercial beer brewery options. The fight for market share is tough, even though North Carolina has a Brewers Guild that tries to help each other. There are a lot of competition between breweries, and they often find themselves having to market directly to consumers to keep advertising and marketing costs down. Word of mouth becomes extremely important, and breweries try very hard to create an environment that consumers want to be part of and come back to. One of the major hindering factors for the craft brewing industry in the state of North Carolina is that if they produce more than 25,000 barrels of beer in a year, they are required to hire a third-party distributor to handle their distribution, even if they have infrastructure in place to do so themselves. This is a major hindrance to the brewery, as they can have a significant impact on their ability to make more profit on their products. This makes for a very inefficient process and keeps some breweries from getting larger and producing more because of this law. The craft brewing industry in the United States is on the rise, and North Carolina is one of the states that plays a pivotal role in moving the industry forward. Although there are some hindrances that affect this industry in the state, there are some positive upsides that make brewing in the state of North Carolina a positive one.